It's so nice to meet you. What's your name? I'm Haley. It's a pleasure to see you. So, welcome to your Law of Attraction coaching session. Are you excited? I'm really excited. Is this your first time doing a Law of Attraction coaching? Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be very exciting then. So you must be here for, well, you first tell me why you're here. Okay. So, either you have no idea what you want to do with your future, what to do with your life, and if you have an idea, that's okay. If you don't have any idea, that's okay too. We're going to be getting to the bottom of your daily routine and getting to the bottom of your habits in order to create your dream life from here forward. By the end of this session, you're going to have a clear roadmap on what to do in order to accomplish all that you desire. Okay, so I have a plan for us today, but before I get started, can I just have your name? Okay, first and last name. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to rip off a piece of paper in order to have a blank piece of paper. Just give me 1 second. This paper is really fragile, so I need to make sure it doesn't rip. Almost. Okay. So I have 2 things here. One, during this session, I'm going to be asking you some questions about your personal life, some of your goals that you have in mind, just a little bit about you, and I'm going to be writing them down on this blank piece of paper. I would highly recommend writing down the things that I ask you as well, so that you can write down your answers. That's for better clarity and for a reminder, so I would highly recommend that, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to be writing it down in order to gain clarity on what I want you to start doing and implementing into your daily routine. And I'm going to be writing it on this weekly plan that is going to be your specific plan. Okay, so as you can see, we have every day. There's a lot of space, a lot of room for what I give you. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. The second thing that I have is a Law of Attraction planner. It's my planner, but it's what I want you, like I'm gonna use for you in your roadmap. So this is what we have. It's a really pretty planner. Okay, let me just open up to the page. Alright, here it is. This is going to be the basis of your roadmap. You're going to start with number 1 and then make your way to number 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So altogether there are 8 things that we are going to start implementing, and I'm going to help you along the way to make it a little more at ease. So, first thing is first. Alright, so like I said, either you can get out a piece of paper, which I would highly recommend for you, or you can just think the thoughts and think your answers in your head, and just let me know. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, step 1. So just put a number 1 down. This is awareness. next question. What is the most important things in your life right now? Okay. These are good answers. We all have things that we value. Okay. So, what do you value most is the next question. Okay. And what are you most passionate about? Okay. You're doing very good so far. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Think about how you would feel if you achieved all your goals. What are you most passionate about? Who are you? Why did you come to the world? That's the general theme of these questions. Okay, and moving on with question number 14. What brings you the most joy? I love that. Okay, and along with that question, what brings you the most peace of mind? Okay. What does a successful life look to you? Look like to you? So if you can go back and say, I have no regrets, what was your life? What did it look like? Okay. Okay. is career and business. If you already are in one, or if you have a dream of what you may have wanted to start, those could be it. Or it can be, if you are not really sure, it can just, I would like you to tell me your passions then if you have no idea. Okay. Alright. And we have two more categories, which is relationships. So this could be intimate relationships, relationships with friends, parents, anything. Goals in mind for your relationships. Okay. Alright. You're doing very, very good, by the way. I love the answers. I love you opening up and telling me these very exciting things. We're gonna get you going on a roadmap shortly. Okay. And last one, which is personal growth. So, spiritual goals, like we answered before, as well as personal growth. Those two things kind of can go hand in hand, because it's spiritual growth and then personal growth. They're both inner journeys. So, for example, it could be time manage better, read more, learn more, shoot for more goals, reflect more. Okay. Perfect. Okay, well, that is it for the goal setting part. Now we are moving into the next section. So, I want you to choose 5 goals from everything that you have just said, okay? And 5 main goals, okay? Your favorite ones that you have discovered today. But we're not going to totally disregard all of the other goals, but I want you to pick 5 main ones. Let's say your financial goal or your spiritual goal, like meditate every day. Pick 5 main goals that you want to accomplish this year. Okay. And I want you to ask yourself, is this what your heart truly desires? Okay. Alright. Okay, interesting. And why do you desire this so much? I see. Alright, now it is time to set rewards if we achieve these 5 goals. This is where I'm going to hold you to it, so you get a reward if you do accomplish these goals this year. So we're going to create a roadmap for you in order to accomplish these goals, but I want you to really set a big reward for yourself if you accomplish these. And why do we do this? We do this because it excites us and gets us more motivated. We reward ourselves for accomplishing something, therefore we want to accomplish more. It kind of reprograms our subconscious mind, because if we think there's a reward, we die productivity to goodness, we die happiness when we are doing things, and we just develop more determination, develop more discipline. So, and I really want you to take this seriously. I really want you to have 5 goals in mind, 5 main goals, and give yourself a reward for each one of them. Alright, so do you have your rewards in mind? Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Now, sacrificing too much, anything really. So I want you to tell me 5 fears. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Alright, now we are moving on to the 5 distractions. So what do you feel like is in your way of doing these things? What takes up your time? What takes up your energy? These are practically, not exactly your excuses, but distractions, as in maybe your mind can be your biggest distraction. Let's say, for example, you have a fitness goal and you say that I don't have time for it, but you go on your phone at nighttime when you could be at the gym, for example. Or my biggest distraction in the past, and I'm still working on, is my phone. I got my phone a bit, as well as my mind. Always thinking. My mind is my biggest enemy. So I want you to tell me 5. Okay. That's a good one. Alright. Now we are going to do affirmations in order to get rid of all this fear. An affirmation to say the opposite of what you fear. For example, I am afraid of change, but my affirmation is going to be life only gets better with change. So I want you to, I'm not going to write them down. I just want you to think of 5 affirmations for your fears. Alright, and then once you're done doing that, I'll give you a second. Just think of 5 affirmations for your fears. 5 things to start changing. 5 things to start saying to yourself if you feel the fear come up, feel the fear arise. Okay, and once you have your affirmations that are the opposite of what you fear. Another quick example. If you fear what people think, then I want you to start saying, people love and accept me and embrace my passions. Or, I love myself, so it does not matter what people think. I love what I'm doing, so it does not matter what people see or how people view me. Alright, and next I want you to, I'm gonna help you with this one. We're gonna think of some action steps to take in order to get rid of the distractions that you have. So, let's think. Let's say you have a distraction of your phone. Is that one? Perfect. Okay, I want you to make time slots, which you go on your phone for a certain amount of time, and then you get off your phone, and then you can only go on your phone at the next time slot. Okay, so we're gonna set time slots for your weekly plan, and this is all part of your roadmap. I wrote the time slot in the corner. Alright, so first question. I'm not going to be asking you a lot of questions, but I need to ask you, what time do you wake up on average? Okay, so for the first hour, I do not want you to go on your phone, because if you do go on your phone, you're setting yourself up for distraction for the rest of the day. And the first hour is your power hour to set the momentum for the rest of the day. So I want you to do things that you enjoy, have a slow morning, really get in your headspace before you see what the exercises. So, I'm gonna write down some daily practices that I want you to do, and I really want you to write these down, as well as, like I said, I did encourage you to write down the answers to the questions I asked you, but if you didn't, it's okay. We can always talk again. So, first thing are the time slots, and then every day I want you to do a gratitude practice. I just want you to write down 5 things that you are grateful for. I think this will really help you because energy flows where attention goes. By doing this, you put a lot of energy into good things, and when you put energy into good things, you get good things. I want you to take time to focus on what you love about your life, okay? And daily visualization. Daily visualization is going to be you visualizing where you are going. Okay, and when you do that, I not only want you to visualize your goal, but I want you to really feel the emotion of what it would be like if you accomplished that goal. Just like I asked you earlier, if you accomplished all of your goals, how would you feel? How can you feel through the process of doing that? Okay? So, visualization, and we are going, and that also, focusing on gratitude and visualization programs your subconscious mind, which controls 95% of your life. And I also want you, and this is what you're gonna have to do this without me. I want you to make a vision board, which you just have a board and you put pictures on it, so you see it every day, and it programs your subconscious mind through the visualization of it. So, time slots, get rid of those distractions. Gratitude, focus on what you can be grateful for right now. Visualization programs the subconscious mind, and you visualize yourself and feel the emotions of what it would be like to accomplish that. You are then programming your whole entire body to live in that new reality. Another thing I'm going to write is meditation. For your personal development goals as well as your spiritual goals. If you do those two and focus on those, then it will impact the rest of your goals. It will impact every area of your life. So that's why I really emphasize meditation, as well as visualization and gratitude. Those are the 3 things that I want you to implement every single day. That's all I'm gonna say for now, because I want you to take it slow. I don't want you to be so hard on yourself for accomplishing these goals, and I don't want to give you too much since it is our first session. I want you to really ease into it and get to know yourself and know where you want to go better. After the session, I just really want you to take what you answered and found within yourself, and I want you to start rewriting the negative beliefs that limit you, rewriting that story in your mind, because that is a big distraction. It was so nice meeting with you, though. I really enjoyed your company. This isn't going to be the last time that I'm seeing you, I hope. Okay. Thank you so